This is Larry Eder with RunBlogRun, and this is a question for everybody. Much of the audience from the U.S. will be people who have never seen a track and field meet. And I'd like each one of you to give us a slight suggestion on what people should watch. Like, Ryan, should people watch in the shot put? Tara, what should people watch in the long jump? I want them to appreciate your events. So in a minute or two, and I know that's goofy, but why don't you try to talk about the essence of your event and what people should check out?
All right. So I guess I'll start it off. I feel like the biggest thing as far as shot put goes that people have difficulty wrapping their head around is really just putting in perspective. So that if I was going to tell someone who's never watched track and field before is go to the bowling alley and pick up the heaviest bowling ball that's there. That'll be a 16-pound bowling ball. So that is what we're throwing. And then go to a basketball court and stand at the free throw line and turn around and make a 3/4 court shot with that bowling ball. And if you did that, you did not break the world record, but you would have been close to medaling at Doha. And so that kind of puts it in perspective of what the guys out there are doing. So we're all big guys. Everyone's over 300 pounds. We're strong and we move well. And we're generating a ton of force. It's hard enough to make a 3/4 court shot just to throw a basketball that far. Now throw a bowling ball that far. And so that's essentially what the world record in the shot is. And so that's to put it in perspective. And it's an intense event. It's easy to follow. You're watching on TV, there'll be a line out there of what the farthest throw is and where the world record line is. And so if you throw over that line, you're in first place. If you throw over that world record line, that's a world record. So keep it simple and just enjoy the intensity that the athletes bring to the sport.
I'll go next. Ryan, man, you have such an eloquent way of describing this. It just hypes me up. I watched Ryan's world record throw right before I went out to compete at the trials. It just gets me going. I can't watch it too many times, so I'll just dump all my adrenaline. All right, so pole vault. People think pole vault's a straight up event, and it generally is who can jump the highest. But when you get the world's 10 or 12 best guys together, it's not necessarily who can jump the highest, it's who can jump the most high cleanly. Now, when you're pole vaulting, you're trying to figure out, well, why the heck don't these guys just jump one bar? Why are they jumping 3 or 4 times? Well, the answer is, well, are you going to bet all your chips on trying to pick the bar like you're playing poker that's going to beat everybody? Because you're never quite sure what hand the other guy's going to have to play. How fit is he that day? What lumbers, what poles is he jumping on? The management of each individual athlete is they're trying to jump on the biggest equipment they can manage because that's going to help them jump the highest. Because when you go to something like the Olympics, it's different. It's different. The expectations are different. You realize that there's only really true reward after you've already gained that title of Olympian if you get a medal. So some guys will take risks where they otherwise would not have when they're trying to go for personal bests and such. Everybody gets something different out of the Olympics. Now, and remember, their speed is going to be the most important thing about what kind of equipment they're going to be able to move. How many poles in their bag are they going to have? You can look at my poles and see how many stripes it has in the belly, and that'll tell you bigger number of stripes, bigger pole that Sam's jumping on. It's going to give me a better chance to jump higher.
I think I'll go next. As far as high jump, is kind of similar to pole vault, just without the stick. You know, it's really who can jump the highest cleanly. If you watch it and if they have it in meters, hopefully they'll convert it for the people in the US who are back home. But if not, you can Google the meter conversion and look at the feet and how high it is. And that should really put it in perspective how high we're actually jumping and getting our bodies over the bar. As far as long jump, I don't even know how to explain it. You run down and you jump into the sand. Like, the meter conversion says it all for a long jump and how far we're jumping. So just pay attention to that. And then if you don't know what the distance is in meters, just go ahead and convert it on your phone and you'll understand.
So for the hurdles, it's who has the fastest speed, technique, and who has the best rhythm. Those are the people who you normally win the race. We're jumping over 33 inches, which is probably like a small toddler. And it brings a lot of competition, fierceness. Just because you get out of blocks first doesn't mean you're going to end first, and vice versa. Anyone can win the race, and it's just really exciting to watch.
So for long jump, yes, if I could describe it, you just run down the runway and you throw yourself into a pile of sand. But for the women at the Olympic Games this year, there's probably about 6 girls over 7 meters. 7 meters in long jump is very far. That's 23 feet. And it's one of those marks that not a lot of women long jumpers can reach. And the fact that there are multiple women in one competition that can jump that far is pretty insane. But for me, I'm just going to go out there and have fun. That's it. Just have fun.